Welcome to the CWC Podcast with your host, David Selby, Justin Reed, and Andy Horton.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the CWC Podcast, and welcome to the Rookie Race Pre-Show for the 40th edition of the National Championship Chuckwagon Races. I'm your host, David Selby, and I'm joined by my co-host, Andy Horton. Cut to, Andy's flying a drone right now. We wanted to give you a little taste of our technology that we are pushing through down here at the National Championship Chuckwagon Races. It's Wednesday night. We're at the races. There's a lot going on. I got to tell you, the show tonight, it's brought by Hogs and Heifers Sports Bar right down there, downtown Clinton. Make sure you go have a bite to eat with them this week if you're in town. Tonight, we're going to talk about how the week has been going so far, and we're going to get you caught up to speed on what the rookie races are looking like tomorrow, Thursday afternoon. Tonight's concert, it's happening behind us here shortly. It's Pam Tillis and Wade Hayes. They've been warming up for the last couple hours. It's nice to have a little peace and quiet, actually. Tomorrow we're going to have racing, roping, and the world's best bull riders going to turn out on the grass down there on the racetrack. And we're going to talk about a little bit of the weather concerns. So stick around. It's all coming up on the CWC Podcast. Give you a little preview of Andy flying the drone there. That's an exit shot if I've ever seen one. Look at all the beautiful views. Let's just look at how many people are here already. Or you're coming down, aren't you?
I can do that.
Let's go look on the track. This is Wednesday night, and we know a lot of people come in. We know a lot of people come in kind of early in the week, but my goodness, this is just the bottoms. And not to mention, people have spread out over the years. It's not like everybody's just been continually filling up this same spot for 40 years. They're branching out. They're spreading out. You can see up on the hill to the left there. That'd be kind of like to the west and the south up on the hill. Oh, man, it's a sight to see down here. You got to come see it for yourself. The drone, it doesn't quite do it justice, even though it's pretty good. But as Andy brings that in, we're going to start talking about what's going on this week. I got to say, it feels bigger already. It feels like at this point on a Wednesday night, we are seeing more people. We're seeing more people that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
At this point in the week. And Andy, I know you've been with me. You've been kind of filling in with me this week on some of these interviews. You've been around for all of it. I know that you're over here and you're constantly pushing the boundaries on the technology, but you're also behind the scenes on a lot of this stuff that we're doing. So for us, shooting for the Season 3 of the Great Wagon Race, what we've been doing for the first 3 days, at least some of our crew, we've been in the 3-Star Dance Hall over there. That's the Oaf's, kind of, I guess, their event space, their wedding venue. We've been filming our different interviews for this show. Lit interviews, looking extremely professional stuff. I mean, stuff we've been able to kind of master as we've gone through the years. And, man, I'll tell you what, I'm getting excited for it. We're going to pick this drone up real quick here. We just had to demonstrate because we flex in weird ways around here. What can I say? Now the drone will sit here with us and we'll flex a little bit more with how good it looks. But Andy, give me your key takeaways. Maybe you got to see some interviewing the other morning, and maybe what's one of them that sticks out in your mind? Maybe something that was said that sticks out to you this year.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, they were all really good interviews. I didn't realize how emotional a couple of those were going to be. Mark Ward. I mean, I know he's nervous on camera, but I think some of that was more than just being nervous on camera. But man, Mark's a good guy.
Oh, man.
He did a good one. I missed Ben's. That would have been cool to have been there for Ben's, but I snuck off and made a visit to Hogs and Heifers while you were interviewing Ben.
Yep.
And got to try some of their stuff, and they are super nice people over there. They are super nice people, and service was good. Food was really good. I got what's the jam burger?
It's like
the jam good burger.
Oh,
I think that's what it's called. It's like some kind of like spicy bacon jam.
Yeah. Like a jalapeno jam or something like that.
It's like a bacon jalapeno jam or something that's on a burger. Really, really good.
Yep.
Onion rings, good onion rings. I got some cheese fries, brought them back.
Oh, yeah. And
yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I got to have some of those. I had kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
But, oh, my gosh, yeah. Big chunks of bacon on there. Really good bacon cheese fries. Yeah. So it's been a good start to the week. What do you think at this point in the week, Andy, doing the eyeball test, do you think it looks like it's bigger this year?
Man, it's hard to say. I hear that like every year, and it's hard to judge. It's every time you talk to somebody. I was talking to people on the ride to town for the fish fry yesterday, and everybody you talk to, they always say, "Oh, this is the biggest it's ever been," but they've been saying that every year.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I guess it keeps getting bigger.
It could be. I mean, it could be growing every year.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what the exact numbers were, but I know last year I think there was like 970 some odd people that were on the ride, and I think they fed like 2,000 people.
Okay.
Or something like that. And I don't have numbers for this year yet.
Okay.
But
I was hearing
it was big.
Yesterday, I don't know the exact numbers. I was hearing, and I don't know that anybody knows the exact numbers, but I was hearing 120-ish wagons. I was hearing close to 1,000 horses on the trail ride.
Yeah.
So, Dan Oaf sitting out there just tallying them on probably on his little sheet that he carries around in his pocket. He was probably just taking notes right there. But, yeah, I mean, it was, I will say, from what I could see going down into town, they were there at a good time because I got there at a good time. They used to get. I feel like they used to get there a little bit later, closer to dinner. It was like 4:30, and it was already packed.
Yeah.
It was already packed, and then I was like, okay, yeah, really long line. Okay, well, it was a really long line for a really long time. I'm talking like a couple hours, and they were still cranking it out. Which, kudos to the town of Clinton and the First Baptist Church. I think that is maybe
so.
That they're working it. They were staffing the event. Man, they did a great job, and I know all the proceeds from that deal. That's a donation dinner. All the proceeds from that go to, I think at least one of the beneficiaries is the Senior Citizens Home here in Clinton, and man, they do a good job. But yeah, man, we've been interviewing like crazy for the third season. I mean, the first 3 days, it has been from 9 a.m. to 3, 4, 5 p.m. I mean, 5 p.m. probably each day. We've been just stacking these interviews, and it's a lot of the OGs. It's Dan, it's Peggy, it's Dapple, it's Dean Holman, it's Danny Newland. We get those interviews obviously that we want to get to tell the story down here, but it's also this year being big mule race focused. We're getting those racers in there, and you got to see a couple of those too for sure.
I'm excited about the big mule division. I mean, we did the classics, we've done the buckboards. And the big mules is just it's just a different animal. I mean, it's different people.
Literally a different animal.
It's literally a different animal, but it's just a different experience. I mean, you couldn't get any different on the track.
Right.
I mean, any more different, I should say, on the track. I mean, going up the hill through the trees, it's going to be a challenge for us too. It's going to be a challenge to cover it, especially with things like the drone. Normally I don't chase the big mules with the drone.
Yeah.
I don't really like going through the trees and over that many people, so I don't know exactly how that's going to go yet.
Just go with what you feel.
Yeah.
But I will say it's been eye-opening to speak to the these mule owners, mule people, if you will. Have I known that there are people that have a mule bias? Yes. Have I filmed the big mules this will be my 17th year. I'm flexing. 17th year filming. Yeah, I know about the big mules. I've been filming it for a long time. I see this footage up close and personal. I talk to the people that race, and nothing ever quite has hit the core of it, though, like the interviews we've done this year. And so I'm really excited to kind of share that with the rest of the world. Just that peeling back the layers of somebody that actually races mules, that breed mules, that have a passion for these animals, and just break down what they see to be the key differences in the animal when you're comparing a mule to a horse, for example. I mean, you hear, they're mules. They're sure-footed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody knows that. Heck, I wouldn't even know what sure-footed was if it wasn't for the mule, right?
Right.
But it's been really cool to get that inside scoop on the people that love and race these animals. And so, I mean, it's been eye-opening for me. And so, On that note, on the sure-footed note, we're still thinking about names. We want to get some feedback from you all. What should we title this season of the Great Wagon Race? And, we mentioned on the show recently, we mentioned maybe it would be Big Mules Up the Hill. To me, that's the easy and obvious answer, but it is.
We got to be able to do better than that, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But it is it's the Big Mules, but it's also the 40th anniversary. So, so a little play on words: sure-footed and 40.
Okay.
What do you think?
Not bad.
Think about it. We want to know what you think. Put it in the comments below. We need some ideas, and we even want bad ideas because sometimes they inspire good ideas. So don't be a stranger. But yeah, hard to talk about what's coming up down here and not talk about the Big Mules because it's just been on our minds the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So one thing I know for absolutely sure, you don't want to miss Season 3 of the Great Wagon Race, and that will be released hopefully very, very early in the winter this year. I know for Season 2, we were pushing it out there in January. I feel like that's probably going to be something similar.
Yeah.
So, again, we want to mention again our sponsor for today's show, Hogs and Heifer Sports Bar. Dave and his crew down there at the Hogs and Heifer Sports Bar, they are fantastic. We encourage you to go down there, get a bite to eat. They have fed us countless times since we've been coming down here the last couple years since they've been open. And there's a reason why they're having success down there because they're doing a great job. So another place I'd love to have you come and visit. We're up here at the saloon. We're filming at the saloon right now. We will be headquartered here. Our crew of 12 to 14 people, we will be in and out of this spot throughout the week, as well as Andy's production trailer over there. We are going to be doing a whole lot here. We have some merch, and you can come and get those things. But before you come over and buy merch from us, make sure you get into the general store right next to us. They have your Bar OF t-shirts. They've got their merchandise, hats, etc. And they also have the DVD, the Chuckwagon Racing DVD, as you guys have all known. You can pre-order it there. We'll have that thing done and out by Christmas so that everybody can give it and gift it for the holiday. So, and come catch a show here too. But
I think you forgot something there about the DVDs. So are we approaching the end of an era here?
Yes. We have not announced this publicly, but I'll do it now, I guess. Last year, this is the last year that you will be able to get a Chuckwagon DVD. As you said, it's the end of an era.
Well, it gets to the point where it's hard to produce something like that. I mean, the stuff to do that is getting harder and harder to obtain and maintain. It's you can literally upgrade your computer and lose the ability to author a DVD.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's been that way for a while. So it's like when that last machine that has that DVD authoring software kicks the bucket, you're just kind of done.
That's that's exactly my situation. I have a 2008 MacBook Pro.
Wow.
I have that thing with Adobe Encore, which is the authoring software, which like nothing on the computer even works. I like plug it in. The battery is swollen out of the bottom of it. I have to plug in a keyboard. I have to plug in a mouse, and I plug in a hard drive, and I author that DVD. That is how I still do it because it's still really the best and easiest software to use. Everything else is just like.
What year did you say? 2008?
That's a 2008 model computer.
So what is that? Is that like a 16-year-old?
That is a 17-year-old computer. Yeah.
17-year-old computer.
So. Yeah,
let the gravity of that sink in just a little bit. How many of y'all have a 17-year-old piece of electronics that still works at all, let alone a laptop?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all that to say, the technology, we have found the solution. It is the Chuckwagon channel. It is the online approach. We feel like we're at a good place now to make that transition. Dan, that was a Dan and Peggy call. It was actually a Peggy idea. She said, I think it's time. I think it's time to go ahead and let that go. We do have a lot of people that have committed to buying the DVD every year, and I want to personally thank you from the bottom of my heart because that is the reason I came down here and shot my first race ever. Is we were creating a DVD, and we've done that since. Well, I've done that since 2009, and so it's the end of an era, and I would say I'm sad to see it go, but I'm actually very happy to see it go. I'm glad that we won't have to deal with all the old technology and the duplication process. It's a huge process, and I know it's a novel thing to have on the shelf. And thank you to all of you that have bought it every year. And now we are going to encourage you to. And you know what? I should mention, this is actually important. The content that's on that DVD is not going away. We are producing that content and much more.
Oh yeah.
On the Chuckwagon channel.
Yeah.
That will be on the Chuckwagon channel from here on out.
Right.
And so yeah, I mean, it makes sense that we would tell you, hey, go sign up, subscribe, relive the ride on the Chuckwagon channel. And we'll hit on that again here in a second, but just so you know, that's where you can take in that content from now on, and that's important to a lot of our people down here at the National Championships because it's been a staple. And that's why we've done it for so long. It has been a staple in the event, in the experience. It's something you can actually wrap up and put under the tree, but now it's going to have to be a different souvenir from here, or maybe we'll push it like a gift card out there for Chuckwagon channel. We'll find new ways to innovate.
That's not a bad idea.
But yeah, hey, we want you to come over here to the saloon where we're doing all this stuff this week. We're going to be pushing out merch. What's some of that merch we're going to be pushing out, Andy?
Well, I didn't know about this until we were setting up for this podcast. And that's these really cool snap. What are these called? Snap koozies.
They're a koozie, man.
That is a koozie.
Yeah.
That is.
Let you be a kid again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and then it's not going to
You
work.
want to have a full beer to do this, not an open one.
Yeah, not half a bottle of water where I'm beating against it on the mic. But I should have just slapped the mic with it.
But if you've ever been to an arcade and not won a lot of tickets, you probably got the thing that's about half this size. And it's a slap wristband, and we're trying something new here. We've been kind of stuck between.
Say it's a slap wristband?
It's a slap koozie.
It could be.
We have these koozies that are a tall girl or a short boy, as I call them. But now we have the one size fits almost all. You could even get this around a mason jar if you needed to, if you know what I'm saying. So get those slap bands. They are $5. What else are we pushing out here, Andy? We've got a couple other things too.
We've got hats.
Here's the hats, yeah. We've got a bunch of different colors of hats and not a lot of each color. You can almost make a color on request because we have a lot of variety, but we don't have a lot of each one. So get here quickly. The hats are $20. These shirts, these are our sapphire. They're a heather sapphire blue. And heather means that it helps you not look so sweaty when you're dripping sweat in them.
Yeah,
and,
I need that.
And that's
it's working too. These are great.
They're cool, but we're selling the blue ones this year. Our staff, you'll see us running around in these orange ones, and those are $20 too. And yeah, and then we got free stickers. Bring the kids up here. We've got coasters, these things that you set your drink on. As you've seen these, we had these last year too, but we got these coasters that if you need a reminder to watch the CWC podcast, we've got that.
There you go.
We got a little branding on there, but we've got all kinds of fun stuff up here, and we'd love to see you. We want to talk to you. If you are not a subscriber already, come up here and we'll give you $5 off, or we'll give you a free slap koozie if you come up here and just sign up for the Chuckwagon channel. And if we've got to get you signed up on our computer here, or if we need to do it on a phone here, it's really not difficult, but you can also just download the app. You can do that thing right there from your phone. It's pretty simple. So anyways, I'll just give you the spiel before we go any further. Make sure you sign up for the Chuckwagon channel. Go to chuckwagonchannel.com.
And let me guess, David. It's $11 a month or $99 a year.
That's right, and you can save 25% if you do the yearly subscription. So we'll have all the races from the Clinton National Championships on there, along with years and years of past stuff, and we plan on adding more and more of that as we go. As a matter of fact, with it being a 40th year, I'm going to go back and look at that 25th year. That was 2010, which I don't believe we have on the channel right now, and we also had a Hoopla DVD that we did that year that probably has some questionable content pertaining to showers in the camps and moonshine and things of that nature, but we'll probably put it on there anyway because
this was before my time of involvement. So
Well,
Are we a little skittish about bugs?
Okay, listen. I've been stung. Okay, I don't want to get stung.
David's been getting harassed by a red wasp up here, and I'm not sure he's going to win this war.
I thought I taped his home up a little bit ago.
Well,
I put tape over it.
And he is mad, and he is right behind us. Oh, that's probably his brother coming back home.
Who sent these wasps? Now it's raining a little bit, and they're coming underneath the shelter. Oh, dang, man. Come on, Andy. Help me out here. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. Just kill me. All right, so anyways, yeah, you get on the Chuckwagon channel, you'll see the Great Wagon Race. Season 1 and 2 are both on there, and Season 3 will be on there this winter as well. So we take a deeper dive on the life of the event, of course, the racing. Visit chuckwagonchannel.com, download the app on your phone. Tomorrow, we have the rookie races, and Andy's starting to discover new ways to use our slap bands.
I'm about to.
If you slap a wasp and wrap it up in one of these, he will not get out. Oh, he's right next to me. I'm gonna. All right. Anyways, we're freaking out here. So I do want to ask you, Andy, before we go any further, how do the rookie races work?
They work a whole lot like a not rookie race, except they run twice. So
in one day.
Yeah, they all run, and then we'll have it's a team roping, right? We're doing pasture team roping in between.
Yep, we'll have the long round. That's the preliminary round of the team roping.
Okay, and that'll give all of our teams time to regroup, and then they'll come back and they'll do it. So do they go off a best time of those two races?
Yep, it's kind of like a little mini. It's a little mini weekend in one day. They're going to race them twice. They typically run them two wide, two wagons in a heat. Just to kind of make that a little bit safer. Some of these teams are less experienced and they're just kind of rolling in for the first time, taking their best shot at it, and we want to give them the track, give them the best chance to get a qualified ride. Because if they don't, sorry, you're out of luck. You have to wait another year. So. Right. They'll have those rookie races. They'll have the roping between. They'll run them again after the roping. And when that all shuts down, after we get 2 or 3 hours into the afternoon, we're going to come right back out here to the racetrack, 6 o'clock. And what's going on at 6 o'clock? A wasp trying to eat my neck. That is what we're going to have. But we're also going to have the Chase Outlaws Chuck and Buck, the 3rd annual. And that's going to be something big. I just keep on hearing more things. I keep on seeing more people that are here for it.
We may have to rename it Bucking in the Mud or something this year. I don't know. It's going to be a different experience this time around, I think. Just judging off the weather forecast.
Yep.
Just to be honest.
Yeah, we are seeing some different stuff as we kind of go through. I look at different places for my weather, and in the afternoon it's saying like a 60% chance on Google, but if you go to
you're about to get bit.
I know, and it's probably going to hurt, but I'm going to do that for you guys. I'm just going to take it on the chin here. I'm going to kill you, man. If any of you have ever experienced this before, I hope you can sympathize with us and not turn it off, because we appreciate your empathy. I mean, where do they keep coming from?
It's just one.
It's just everywhere. I'm going to tell you what the weather's looking. Did you hit him? No. Oh, darn. I thought you were going to.
Dodged me like 3 times.
Okay, so then you go to another place, and you're like, okay, what's the Thursday weather look like? Heavy rain and a thunderstorm. Early rain, otherwise cloudy. So, I mean, we're getting different stuff. To me, it's a coin toss. Maybe we're getting rain. Maybe they're just in the mud. Who knows? It doesn't matter. They're going to run the thing. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. All these cowboys and cowgirls, they're going to be out there. They're going to circle up. They're going to run them. You do not want to miss it. If you don't like the mud, come out here and be on the hill with us. We're going to have plenty of canopies set up all along here. Just bring your umbrellas. We don't mind. We want you here. It's going to be a very, very busy afternoon, though. I mean, for it being the first day of races, we used to feel like maybe we were limping into the weekend a little bit with the rookie races. Not anymore. We're shooting all afternoon, a whole Chuckwagon race, a roping, and now it's the Chuck and Buck bucking on grass down there. Chase Outlaw, he interviewed today. Great interview. I mean, I know I keep nodding to our documentary series that's going to be so awesome, but frankly, it is going to be awesome. And Chase gave a great interview. I mean, I asked him questions about mules too, and that dude opened up about mules. I mean,
really?
When you talk to people that know about mules, they have a lot to say. But yeah, Chase had some great stuff to say. We talked about the Chuck and Buck. We talked about it being the 3rd annual. He is hyped up. He's got big name sponsors out here that are really helping to fuel that event and make it grow quickly.
Yeah.
Not to mention just the sheer amount of people that are showing up to spectate. But the other thing that we were talking about too is, Chase is kind of coming to an end of his riding career. I mean, some of you are like, he's still riding. Yeah. Chase is still bucking bulls, and he's about, he's getting to the end of his career there with professional bull riding, and he wants to funnel all that energy, the adrenaline. He wants to funnel that into something else. So that's going to be for him, obviously, doing events like this Chuck and Buck, and then also he's going to have a race this year, which a lot of you already know that he's hosting a Chuckwagon race there in the Hamburg, Arkansas, or just outside of Hamburg, Arkansas, there on their ranch.
That's Halloween weekend, right?
Halloween weekend. Glad you said that. Yeah, Halloween weekend, and that will be the final Chuckwagon race of the year, not only for just racing in general, but also for the association that travels across 10 different races throughout the year, and that will be the points championship, or you'll hear them say state finals, because it's the Arkansas Chuckwagon Racing section. The Arkansas Chuckwagon Racing Association that
ACWRA.
That runs across 5 different states, and it finishes right where it started in Arkansas at Chase Outlaw's.
Yeah.
The Outlaw Nation Chuckwagon Races. So that is going to be something that you want to see. And if I know anything about Chase, he's going to be pulling all these people that have been with him on the bandwagon for the Chuck and Buck, and he's going to bring them right into that, which means he's bringing them into Chuckwagon racing. I mean, he's merging 2 sports, and I think that's a really cool thing.
Oh yeah, because you can kind of cross-pollinate those crowds. That'll be really interesting to see. And as firsts go, I mean, we always get nervous about a first, but I think if anybody can pull off a good first race, this should be it.
Yep. And we'll be there. We've talked to them. I mean, we're going to be there. We're going to be doing everything to the max. I mean, we'll probably have a pre-show, probably be there and do it about as big as we can,
Yeah.
So let's talk about these rookie races tomorrow. I know we've told you kind of the format, but I do want to touch on who's going to be racing, because it's a shorter program. A shorter program. They make it work for the whole afternoon, and I actually love the way this shapes up. So getting into the rookie runoff here tomorrow, we've got the Oklahoma Land Rush. They're going to have 3 heats, and I believe 1 or 2 of these are going to go through into the national championships for the rest of the weekend. So race 1, Can't Touch This from Plainview, Arkansas, bar 20, taking them on from Bryant, Indiana. Race 2, Stampede from Rosebud, Arkansas, Ain't Skeered from Mount Hermon, Kentucky. Race 3, Not Quite Right from Glenwood, Arkansas, taking on Freight Train from Eminence, Missouri.
4 Up Mules is next. Race 1, Running Blind from Cottontown, Tennessee, versus American Outlaws from Melbourne, Arkansas. Race 2, Cedar Creek Farms from Romance, Arkansas. Mean Mule Company from Carlisle, Arkansas. Hog Eye 96 from Heber Springs, Arkansas. There was 3 in that one, so not all of them just have 2.
Yep, and we will be filming that because we love mules this year.
We do. We're all about the mules.
So that'll be, I mean, you talk about 4 up or 4 wide times 3, that will be a good rookie race to watch. I expect there will be at least one that has a little bit of trouble there at the line potentially. I'm just calling it now. I'm calling my shot. Buckboard. They will have 2 races here. I think 2 teams are getting into the nationals. So race 1, B&B Farms number 2 from Bryant, Indiana. I believe that is Gerald. I think that's Gerald Burkhalter looking to rookie in a new team. So
interesting.
So look out for that. The Twisted Spoke, Batesville, Arkansas. Freight Train, Eminence, Missouri. And race 2, Daddy's Money from Yellville, Arkansas, taking on Crossroads Express from Bradford, Arkansas, rather. And just mentioning there on that B&B Farms number 2, I mean, if you're doing that Calcutta come Friday night, you better keep an eye on these rookies, because some of these rookies come in and they are running hot. They are running fast. And if I know if I know Gerald Burkhalter, he's only dropping out of another division in the national championships to go rookie in a buckboard team because he believes he can go and do it. And so,
yep, he's not planning to do bad.
Yeah, so that might be for those of you that are looking for your sleeper call there at that Calcutta, that might be one to get in at a good price.
All right, now this is the rookie of our whole focus is going to be race 1. This is Big Mules. Race 1, Diesel Donkeys. I still love that name. From Smithville, Texas. Bar LL from Lee Road, Louisiana. Tri-State Bandits from Greenville, Texas. Wonder what the other 2 states are. Race 2, Freight Train from Eminence, Missouri versus Total Chaos from Sparkman, Arkansas.
That's looking like I think that they're putting 2 through from the Big Mules as well, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And the Classic, all right, and this is where it gets really interesting because we've got 3 teams, and we know that B&B Farms number 2 from Bryant, Indiana is driven by Dawn Kaler.
Yep.
We've seen her racing the circuit this year. We've seen her put in the circuit. She's been to a handful of races at least, and you know they have to travel a long way from Bryant, Indiana to come to any of these races, but they travel well. And Dawn Kaler, I mean, from what I've seen, she is out there and she is flying around the track. She is nipping right there at the, I guess, running rein to rein, bit to bit, wheel to wheel, as Danny Newland would kind of say.
Got a Dannyism in there.
Yeah, trying to. I can't do it like Danny. Never will.
Nobody can.
But yeah, I think B&B Farms number 2 is one to look out for as another sleeper there. Interviewed her this week, and man, she's ready to go. She's an experienced driver, and she's got an experienced team she's running. So B&B Farms number 2, Bad Luck in Trouble from Eminence, Missouri. Shout out Missouri, and the Flatlanders from Carlisle, Arkansas. So that is going to be what you're going to see tomorrow out there on the track. They're going to run them twice, like we said. They take your best time on the afternoon. They're going to put that all into the spreadsheet, and the fastest couple of times is what's going to make it through. So it looks like Oklahoma Land Rush will have 2 rookies making it through. 4 Up Mules will have 3 rookies making it through. And the Buckboard going to have 2 rookies coming through. Big Mules going to have 2. And in the Classic, we will see 3 teams go through. So they have to look at these lineups every year and see where do they have room.
Now on the Classics, we only got 3 teams trying. Is that correct?
Yep. So that means
they're going.
They're going, and oh boy, now there's 2 of these guys next to me. I know why. I've realized why. Because I taped up the hole into their home.
See, they would have just went in there.
Yep.
And just been quiet.
I taped up the hole that goes into their home. It turns out they weren't all living in there at the time. They were out hunting. Oh, good one, Andy. You got it.
Where'd he go?
He's
you
on
better
that
get
hat.
him.
Somebody's going to buy that hat, hopefully. So, anyways, we're having a good time down here at the saloon. He's mad now. We're down here at the saloon, and we're about to crack open a couple cold ones and relax, hopefully, a little bit after this. But that's the lineups for the rookie runoff tomorrow afternoon. I want to make one more shout-out. To those of you that watched our last couple shows, you might have seen that PEMF Complete, Pulse Electromagnetic Frequency, they are here at the races. They're doing their 9 days of giveaways, so go look them up on Google, find their website, go to their Facebook page. You'll see the 9 days of giveaways that they're doing. That is going on now. Go visit them at their campsite down there in the Bottoms. Also, again, want to thank Hogs and Heifers Sports Bar down there in downtown Clinton. Couldn't thank you guys enough for feeding our crew and taking care of us as we come in there. Great service, great hospitality, and most of all, great food. It's so good. Yeah. We'll see you down there in a little bit. But again, don't forget, go subscribe, download the app, relive the ride at chuckwagonchannel.com. We really appreciate everybody that supports what we're doing. We want to grow this sport. We want to blow it up across the whole entire nation, and the way we do that
absolutely
is by getting the word out there through what we've got, which is the Chuckwagon Channel. So we appreciate the support. We appreciate you supporting what we do, and we'll see you out on the track.
Thanks for listening to the CWC podcast.